Wait.
All right. Well, okay. What's your goal? What do you want to achieve?
That's such a hard question.
You just
I know
want to. Yeah, go on.
what I'm not good at, and I know what I'm good at. Like I know what I'm getting better at. Um, I feel. I think I was telling you, it's so much easier to play on this, like just playing notes. So Slack is fantastic on the markers, but it just sounds better on the PBase. Like just playing notes, so much easier.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. Scales is obviously one of those things that I know I really deep down should be playing a lot more. Like I play blue scales and stuff, but probably not that proficient. I don't know. There's like articulation. I guess there's a few things in there that I probably should start to learn more. I guess I don't even know what the name of the things are, so it doesn't really help.
I think. Well, I mean, how long have you been playing bass for? Like a year, not even. Yeah.
Yeah, about a year.
I think for you, don't focus on scales because when I was starting out, I found that if I was focusing on scales, it would just really deter me from wanting to play.
That's exactly how I feel like a lot of the times. Most of the time I just get like I just want to pick up and just fucking play the song. I'm just not so worried about, and I'll try and learn it by myself. I try and stay away from tabs. Like I do look at them because most of the time they're written by guitar players, not bass players,
Yes. Yeah.
and they just have no idea. Like they're putting open notes, not open E, but open A, D, and G, and you're like, this has been written by a guitar player.
I think the best thing for you to do as a complete beginner. When I don't think you're a complete beginner because you've been playing for a while or not really a while, but a year, and you've picked it up pretty quickly. If I was you, what I would do, this is what I did when I started playing, is pretty much just do exactly what you are doing right now. Just find the songs that you love and just like cream over playing and just do that. Okay. And what you're doing is good. Learn it by ear, because when you learn something by ear, that's when you pick up little nuances that these professionals are doing. And that's how you will be able to play like them.
Yeah, right.
Like,
go
on.
Oh no, I definitely agree. I mean, it's listening to how they're playing and articulating the notes. Because that's where it's all at. So I don't know.
Because I know it's like a super cliche, but everyone says music is a language, yeah. And actually think about it like that. Think about when a baby starts learning English, you're not really teaching it ABCs, are you? When you talk to them, you don't teach them ABCs. You don't teach them, how to put sentences together. You just talk to them as a complete adult. And the way that they learn is by imitating. That's the best way to learn any language and music.
Yeah, right.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Actually, I was going to say, that's actually a big thing. Different types of like fingering the note. Like I don't really use a pick at all. But I know I see a lot of the times, like I've seen Nathan play like that. I mean, I'm not sure what the symbol is of like how much that like changes the note.
Well, okay. Have a listen. Yeah. So I'll just play Valerie for you. This is finger style. I'm just using my first two fingers.
Yeah.
Versus like when you start using a pick, yeah?
It's cutting in and out a bit.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can hear a little bit of that.
Yeah, okay, so essentially what's going on is it just changes the tone. It makes the tone a lot harsher. In a band situation, I find that using a pick does cut through a bit more because it's got more of an attack. But I mean, for me, I'm not really a big fan of playing with a pick. If you want the fattest tone, what I'd suggest doing is playing like up here, closer to the neck. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, like jazz.
Not on the neck, but close to it, because that's where the fatter sound is. Yeah. If you play back here, that's how you play like fast stuff, like Teen Town or like.
That's what I was going to ask. Like playing it back down there, I'm like, what's the differences in notes? Like.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to play fast and if you want to have like an attacky sound, you play back here. So I'll show you. And then if I play here.
Yeah. Okay. It cuts through.
Can you hear the difference?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I'm not sure if it's cutting out on the audio, but.
I can hear it. But yeah, okay. So I've sort of been deciding, I'm like, oh, when I'm playing songs, I'm like, where should I be playing it? Especially when you're at the markets, when it's got like the guard on there, you're like, oh, what do I play on the pickup at the end?
Like that.
Or
Yeah.
am I playing up here for probably like faster stuff? Is it more jazz? Isn't jazz all the way up closer to the neck?
Yeah, yes and no. Like if you want to, it depends on what kind of song you're playing. So if you want to play something that's like really like smooth or whatever, then you play up here.
Right.
Like it just depends on the song and it depends on the tone that you want. Because like, let's say if I play Valerie myself, I like to play it here. Like it just sounds nice. Sounds fatter. As opposed to playing at the back, I'll show you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, okay.
Not good tone, just a fat bassy sound. Play it here.
Just right. Okay. All right. So that's was one thing I was sort of getting to the point of like getting caught up. I'm like, oh, if I'm playing lots of scales, I mean, I've been looking at YouTube videos, and on the YouTube videos, they'd be like, yeah, okay, there's like you got to learn these and stuff, especially if you're playing in a band setting, which I haven't really had much of a problem with. I've still managed to do like kind of like a little fills and sort of like looked at the song and then like played fills around it, which was okay. Like I sort of got a little bit of an idea of how to end notes. I don't know, just like adding to it, but also not being overcomplicated, which is good. Not just playing instead of like chucking in like fifths and octave.
Okay, so what are these YouTube tutorials telling you?
Oh, there's like to know there's like one of them's like know the scale and all different sides up all the way up the neck. So then you can like just play anything. And that's the one thing I was just like, how do I like, you can put the scale down here.
But then how do you put it into a song?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's like that's when you start doing into like, that's when you seriously start hitting the, like, going to the more, because in a professional space is when you can now add it to any song.
Okay.
So that's the part.
So the one thing I tell all my students when attacking this, right? Because I've taught you the blues scale before, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I tell you which fingering to use? Because a lot of people I'll just show you. A lot of people play blues scale like this. Okay. But for me, I find that playing in this fingering more musical, okay? Because this sounds more like someone singing than if you're playing this. Because this to me just sounds like you're playing a scale. Whereas you play this, because here, have a look, it's just little intricacies, yeah? You have to slide to get to the fourth.
Yeah, okay.
It just sounds more musical off the bat. But start it on your third finger. Yes, good. And then yeah, that's good. That's good. And then with your first finger, go down to the D, which is the second dot. And then from there, you move your first finger to the fourth, is the E. Playing it that way will make you sound more musical off the bat. Good. And then you can keep going on from there. So then from the octave, you just repeat it. Yeah. Don't worry about playing 2 octaves for now, because when we just started out, you just want to memorize that shape. Okay. Because that shape goes with any key whatsoever. You can play. Yeah. So I still use this scale in pretty much everything. Okay.
Okay. So when you play it down, you get to the octave, okay? You're playing, this is the part where, okay, you've got this part down, you've got this.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You've got 3 strings, and when you get there, you've got 2 strings.
Where do you go from here when you go on to the rest of the bridge?
Okay, so here, how I started out doing it, because I'm the same as you, like sometimes it's hard to know, oh, where are the notes, yeah? So you're just counting. So instead of counting, what you can do is, once you get here, I want you to actually move up to the second string, because this note here, have a look, this note, it's the same as this note. when I say that, the quickest way to find, because I know what you mean, because when you're here, you've got the 3 strings, okay? But then when you're here, it's hard to restart. You can't go anymore, yeah? Okay, so here, the best way to do it is just to memorize how to play it down here. Because once you get here, you know that these 2 notes are the last notes that you need, okay? So you've done that. You know that 100%, yeah? When you get to that last note of the scale, I want you to stop and think, I'm restarting the scale from here. See, it's the same. Yeah, I want you to play that note 2 times just to tell yourself that you're restarting the note.
Yeah, yeah.
You see how whenever you start changing keys, okay, on the fly, and you can't find those high notes because you're going, and you don't know where these ones are, yeah? That's when I want you to start, when you start the higher octave, instead of playing it here, that's when I want you to bring it to the next string below, yeah? And you know yeah? And then that's when you find where those last 2 notes are. So don't worry about playing 2 octaves for now. I just want you to focus on 1 octave, okay? Have a listen. And just make it sing, yeah? Just pretend like I just want you to play a bass line just using that 1 octave. So grooving and time comes first, yeah? You never lose your time. Always think about your time first, because if people are on the dance floor and you start playing out of time, they're going to stop dancing. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Still on the groove, right?
That's it. Yeah. Focus on the groove. Think about the drummer. What's the drummer playing? So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to put on your favorite song. Okay. You kind of have to make sure it's in minor first. Okay. So that's how you play over a minor scale and how you play over a song that's based in the minor. Okay. But what happens if it's in the major scale? If the song instead is not in minor, but it's in major. Yes.
Yeah.
That major sound, that happy sound. What you can do is you can start playing the minor scale over the 6th of that scale. Yeah. So go.
Right.
So have a listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the E.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
So you play it right. Okay.
So then
you play the minor scale at E.
Over the 6th of the major scale. What about Superstition?
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Chuck it on. There you go. All right. Can you hear that? Yeah, you can hear the notes.
Yeah, got it.
I'm just going to use the scale. So it's all in the groove, yeah? That's the thing though, here he's still using the scale. Yeah?
Yeah. Mean.
So,
wow, okay. There's so much you can do.
Yes. That's the thing though. What I want you to do is I want you to keep playing the songs that you want to play, because
But don't play what. Yeah, okay.
because those ones will teach you how to articulate and how to make it sound musical.
Yeah, right.
Yeah? You're on your way, man. What I'll do is I'll find you a whole bunch of songs. My voice just broke. I'll find you a whole bunch of songs that will teach you how to make it sound musical. And I want you to go and learn them. Yeah?
Oh, I'd love that, man. Please. Hey, Brett, how do you double thumb?
So it's pretty much just down,
Yeah.
but you keep your thumb there. And then when you go back up, your thumb catches the string up on the way.
That's really hard.
That's it, man.
What?
Have you heard the song Power by Marcus Miller?
Awesome.
That's how I pretty much learned double thumb.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that his early stuff?
Yeah, I guess. I'll play it on YouTube. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I heard you play this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's not, maybe he hasn't put it on.
Spotify, yeah, it's probably not on
No,
Spotify.
I don't think it is.
But that's a killer song to play. Yeah?
Play it like this now.
Just play it slow. Just play it super slow. So just have a look. So it's before the. Okay, so what are we on? The fourth dot. Go on the fourth dot.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Play it with your third finger. Yep, and then first.
Yeah.
And then you move
Yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then first finger again. And
okay,
then
but
with your fourth finger.
oh,
Yep, and then first finger. Good. That's it.
it's this whole scale.
That's it. It's just pentatonic scale. That's it. He goes.
Oh, so okay, I get it. So you're playing on another note. You're not playing.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. Can you show me where you're putting your thumb? Can you tilt your camera down a bit? Yep. Good. So when you go down, I'd recommend just really like hitting it. So I go. Yeah. Nah, it's fine, man. It's your first time. That sounds great. Okay. Stop for a sec. So a good tip, when you're going down, okay, I would recommend resting your thumb on the next string down like this. So when I go down, I go and see how it's resting on the G string. And then when I go up, next string, see how it's resting.
Man. Yeah.
So you pretty much try to aim for your thumb to be resting. That's it, man. That sounds great.
Oh man, that makes such a difference.
Just relax your thumb. Relax your thumb.